Estate Planning Horror Stories, Episode 3. The one where mom and dad have outdated and/or incomplete estate planning documents. So here is our scenario. Understanding that it's important to have an estate plan in place, mom and dad went and saw an estate planning attorney 5 or maybe 10, 15 years ago. They have a trust in place because they want to avoid probate, and they also have power of attorneys because they understand that if there is not one in place, the kids will have to go through a guardianship proceeding if the parents become unable to make decisions. It all sounds great, right? But why is this a horror story? Well, because the kids were minor or young adult at the time that mom and dad got their estate planning documents, the parents put their siblings, for example, as power of attorneys, or maybe even their parents. And now when the need arises and mom or dad or both become unable to make decisions, the power of attorneys they have in place now have a sibling or a parent who may be predeceased, or a sibling or someone else, a family friend, who is no longer interested or who is no longer able to serve as power of attorney. So what happens then? If mom and dad already have a power of attorney in place, but it is an outdated document, the people nominated herein are no longer interested or able, or even worse, they are no longer a good option. So let's say a sibling or someone who's nominated in an old document has a drug issue, or they are an alcoholic, or they may be terrible at managing money now. So then what? Those people will come up and serve and then make a mess out of everything. Or let's say both people who are nominated in a power of attorney have predeceased. Then the power of attorney no longer works because nobody is around to serve. So a guardianship proceeding will have to be filed, meaning that someone will have to go to court and spend thousands of dollars and lots of time in court in order to be able to make decisions for mom and dad. So here is the horror of an outdated document. The people you have nominated are no longer the best option to serve because you've had the documents done before your kids were mature enough to be able to serve as your power of attorney, for example. The people have predeceased you, so if everyone on the document has died already, the document does not work anymore when needed. And 3, some of the institutions may not accept old documents, such as power of attorneys, or maybe some other designations you have made 15, 20 years ago. Make sure you check on that. Now let's talk about the horrors that come with an incomplete estate plan. It may be that you only have a will, not a trust, because at that time you didn't understand that if you only have a will and you have real property, that property will have to go through probate in order to be distributed or sold, causing your family to pay thousands of dollars and spend many hours in court. It could be that you have a trust, but not all of the assets that you have are included within that trust plan, meaning that the assets are not in the name of the trust, or the trust is not listed as a beneficiary on some of them if needed, or you have sold the house that you had in trust when you created that trust, but now you have a new home and the home never made it in the trust, or that you inherited or bought another property that is not listed in the trust. If real property is not included, is not deeded to the trust, that property may have to go through probate in order to be distributed. This video covers just a few circumstances where an outdated or an incomplete estate plan can cause more trouble than good. So be sure to see an estate planning attorney every 5 to 10 years, or maybe when a big life event happens, such as a birth, a death, an accident, to make sure that your estate documents still match your wishes. We review estate planning documents, make updates and amendments on an hourly fee basis. So if it's been a while since you've looked at your documents or you've had them created, if you are unsure if your assets are included in your plan, or if you've had some big changes recently, please give us a call at 405-857-8231. Be sure to like our Facebook page, visit our website for more educational videos, DIY tips, and other valuable information. Thank you for watching.